Welcome back, everyone, to the Cards of the Octagon YouTube channel. I am absolutely thrilled to present you guys with an amazing episode. Today, we are so grateful to have returning guests, an absolute fan favorite. You guys know him, Max Payne Griffin. But I am also joined by the number 8 flyweight in the UFC and also known in the hobby, Matt Danger Schnell. Welcome, guys. Like I said, we're honored to have you guys on, and I'm super excited to get into this.
Oh yeah, bro. Thanks for having us on. I'm excited for this box battle.
Of course. So on today's episode, we will be doing, like Max said, our first ever UFC fighter box battle. Max and Matt both have a box of UFC Optic Donruss Hobby. The way we're going to do this is both of our guys on here are going to open their boxes. While they're ripping, we're going to ask them some questions and get some answers for you guys so you guys can get closer to your favorite fighters. Once the guys have ripped through all their packs, Max and Matt will pick their 3 best cards from their box to represent 3 rounds. They will then show their first, second, and third round cards to you guys as the viewers, and you guys will comment down below and let us know who you think won which rounds and who will become the first ever Cards of the Octagon box battle champ. So Max, Matt, if y'all are ready, we can get to ripping.
Let's go. I'm hoping for a win bonus.
1-1, baby. 1-1. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited. So first, we'll start with Matt. I got a first question for Matt. So we've had Max on previously, and whenever we have guests on, we like to ask the guest that's new, how did you get into collecting? That's the first initial question we like to ask.
Yeah. So I sports went up all through my young adolescence and through high school and things like that. I always played football, ran a little track, and I collected football cards coming up. But as far as the UFC cards go, I got into it. I guess that was as soon as Panini got the deal. I reached out to Panini, told them that I was interested in being in the product, and they responded, reciprocated. And ever since, I've been collecting UFC cards as well.
That's awesome. So do you collect your own cards, or do you just collect UFC cards in general?
My own cards, training partners as well. I'm now a Max Payne Griffin collector too. Uh, but no, myself, my training partners, guys I admire, guys who are worth money. Obviously, like the Shavkats and I've got a decent Khamzat Chimaev collection as well. But yeah, that's my thing. I'm going first pack right now, so I don't know if Max has started.
Yeah, you guys can just get into it, man. Just start ripping them. There's a lot of packs in optics, so it might take a minute. So you guys just rip and I'll ask questions. You can multitask. Super simple.
Now,
So
now for me, Optic is my favorite product in football. So I was excited when they came out with this product, but unfortunately, I didn't make it in the checklist. So maybe next year.
yeah, I was gonna ask you about that later on. I've got a question kind of similar to that. But yeah, you're in almost every product, 2021 and 2022. This was the only product I think that you missed out on, which I thought was super interesting.
Yeah, and I'd be lying if I said it didn't hurt my feelings a little bit. But
For
you know,
sure.
things are looking up. Next year will be good. I signed with them this year, so hopefully they keep me in the checklist.
For sure. So my next question's for Max.
Got a little black face there.
Max, last time you were on, you gave us and the listeners a little sneak peek into Immaculate because we had you on before it actually released. Oh, nice. There's the first auto, Carol Rosa.
Rosa.
So
Yeah.
Max, now that it's out, have you ripped any or bought any of your own cards yet? Or how do you like Immaculate so far?
Yeah, I got some good stuff. I got my acetate at an 8. That's sick. Um, hmm. I have a few. I have a patch auto. Working on a gold patch auto. Working on the 1-1. They pulled him 1-1 today.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna talk about that later. Um, so that's awesome. For Matt, so since you do collect your own cards, like I said, you're in pretty much every product. As us as collectors, we're super big on the pictures on cards and like the card art and stuff. Do you have like a certain card that you specifically like as far as the picture goes, or don't like? Maybe I know your Prism rookie, I think, was a win against Tyson Nam, and then Select 2021 rookie, I think, was against Marco Beltran, and then I think the EMAC one from 2021 was like a media day. But do you have a specific one you like or dislike?
My favorite card is the one that I've uh, collected the most is my Octagon side
Okay, yeah.
uh, from 2021 rookie Octagon side. It's just a really cool picture, and I think it's a great card. And I'm a fan of the field level Octagon side court side cards. So yeah, that's I've got the zebra. I haven't been able to secure the one of one, but I'm in the market. I've got gold. I've got all pretty much all the parallels. So that's my favorite.
Oh, that's awesome. So this is a question for both of you guys. I'll let Max go first on this one. But we talked about this a little last time, Max. You told us some of the nice cards you've hit in the past in boxes and breaks and stuff. But as far as your best pool, as it could either be by price wise or just your favorite cards you ever pulled, what would it be?
I did what was that, fight week? Not fight week, international fight week last year, and I was super faded. Stumbled in the room at like 3 in the morning. Ooh, okay,
Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. I'm looking for a downtown.
Oh no, we gotta. I might need to change this freaking camera. Let me see. Ian.
I PC my boy Dustin Poirier. There we go. We got a little silver.
He's a G. See, I need to move my thing.
Usman. Red autographs.
Usman at a
Usman.
49.
That's a good one. That's a big one.
Autographs.
I think your auto is going to definitely beat mine.
Okay, the whole side. There's two, though, right?
Yeah, it should be 2 autos per
box. There's 2 autos. Okay, sick. All right.
But is that FOTL? There's not 3.
Is it 2 autos per box, Devin, in Optic?
FOTL? I thought it's 3.
I think it's 1 in hobby.
It's 1 in hobby.
Yeah, I just saw in the box.
Okay.
So both autos are gone, but you never know. There is potential for downtowns.
Hey, we looking for a downtown, baby. I haven't hit downtown yet.
I think, Max, you told us this on the last one. It was International Fight Week. Was it a Habib that you pulled, a gold Habib?
Yeah, gold Habib. And they auto, yeah, where he had the little afro thing and select.
Yeah, that's a big
And
card.
that was like, I think the weekend that they came out with them, and they said they pulled 400 packs before that. And that was my only one I got on and just banged them,
Damn.
That's awesome. So, Matt, same question. It could be price-wise or just your favorite card. What's the best thing you've pulled?
Well, I mostly collect football, but I have had some good UFC pulls. I pulled the one of one Michael Chandler out of Immaculate.
Oh, nice.
One. It wasn't his on-card auto. It wasn't one of the RPAs. I can't remember. I just sold it. I actually sold it to a guy in New Zealand, and he bought it for, I think I got 1,600, but then after shipping and everything, it ended up being about $1,400 that I sold it for. So that was a pretty big card that I pulled, and I've also pulled a Jalen Hurts one of one out of National Treasures. That's the biggest card in my collection.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Oh goodness. That's crazy, man.
Got a Calvin Cater out of 25.
Ooh.
Nice.
Look, this is weird because it's the
Black Pandora.
Black Pandora, but there's no number on the back. It's not
so
numbered.
The UFC Optic Black Pandoras are considered the case hit, actually. So they're not numbered.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so that's the case hit. So
this
Calvin
Cater,
hit. Yeah, Black Pandora case
Put
hit.
it up there again, the squares on there. You see the squares on there?
Yeah, the squares.
Oh yeah.
I think the football one.
Maybe we got a downtown too.
Yeah,
Who
that's
knows?
super nice. So that's
I like
crazy.
Cater.
Jalen Hurts.
I didn't know this was the case hit because I've got a Shevchenko. I pulled a Shevchenko out of, but I thought it was numbered. I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
be wrong.
I got mine. I got mine in that.
Nice.
It's supposed to be a case hit. I also did pull though. I pulled a Habib Crown Royal 101 and Holly Holm in the same box 101s
That's crazy.
at home on a
Damn.
Percy that I bought.
Damn.
That is insane. So Matt,
wow.
this is a two-part question for you, Matt. I knew coming into this that you do collect other sports as well as UFC. So, like I said, this is kind of a two-part question. The first thing I want to ask, we asked Max this the last episode, but as far as products that Panini has come out with UFC, Prism, Select Chronicles, Optic, Immaculate, which one? Oh, you said Optic's your favorite. You already answered that.
Optic's my favorite, and I feel kind of cheated by it too because I was at Panini talking to. They're in Dallas, and I've befriended them. I've been on site before, and I feel like I told them to print Optic, and then they left me out of the dang checklist. But yeah, Optic is nice. This year's Immaculate. Also, I was pretty bummed to be left out of because the first year Immaculate it was a bunch of sticker autos, and this year it's all on card. How about this? That's just a base. That's just a base. I'm sure I've got a couple better ones put away somewhere, but we'll take a Max Payne Griffin.
That's awesome. So, Matt, this is the second part of the question. Like I said, I know you do other sports. So, what's a product that you would like to see Panini implement into the UFC product release roster that they don't have yet?
I mean, I guess National Treasures would be cool, but they they do the high end product with Immaculate. Let's see, what are some other?
So there's like Mosaic, Spectra, Obsidian. You said National Treasures.
I think National Treasures would be cool for high end, but for me, they hit the main ones: Prism, Optic. Like, if I'm being honest, all the other stuff is just background noise. It's Prism and Optic are the big ones. So I guess I'd like to see some National Treasures. That'd be a little bit of a change up. That'd be cool.
100%. So this is a question for both of you guys. I'll ask
That's
Max
my boy
first.
Morono.
The Great White
Guy.
Silver Optic rated rookie. We'll take it.
So this question's for both of you guys, but like I said, we'll start with Max. This is more outside of the hobby question, but I want to pick y'all's brains on this. I see it in like the sports card hobby groups all the time, UFC groups, but I want to hear it from two actual guys that are in the UFC. So starting with Max, if you had to have a UFC Mount Rushmore, so four people, who's on the UFC Mount Rushmore?
Oh, can I go first? Is this totally? This is totally obviously.
Yeah.
Like... Let's brainstorm it. You got to start with Anderson Silva for me. Silva, I think John Jones took the status of GOAT this last weekend, but for me, it was Anderson Silva. That was the guy that he's one that will always stand out and has always stood out. So Anderson Silva's up there for sure. I'd
agree. We could slap him up there. Yeah, he's respectful. Doesn't he's honorable martial artist that really wasn't the strongest guy, the biggest guy, but just he's so technical and smooth and just.
And obviously, the failed drug tests can, but I think we have to just come to the realization that generation, they pretty much they were all on steroids. So there were few and far between guys that weren't. How about that? Little Voices of the Octagon, Miss Laura Sanko.
Nice, Miss Laura Sanko.
We got
Silva. Anderson Silva definitely got to be up there. And I'm a flyweight, so I'd put DJ up there, but I know probably everybody wouldn't. DJ's also up on my Mount Rushmore. I think I'm just kind of dating myself because I still the guys that stick out in my head are like GSP and even BJ Penn. You know, I was a huge fan of BJ Penn, the prodigy. I thought he was the gold standard of what talent could be. And then obviously his career kind of took a downward turn there towards the end. But shoot, it's tough. It's tough. Let's go Fedor. Let's go Anderson Silva. Let's go. I guess that's a nod to pride, given Emelianenko. Then Demetrius Johnson, and then I guess after this last weekend, it could just be recency bias. And I would also say that I was picking against John Jones, so this isn't me just.
Did you think he'd really lose?
I really did. I just thought the layoff. I thought the layoff was going to be too much. And it's just because of what I've seen recently. Guys that I had a lot of respect for coming off from layoffs, still just not looking themselves, not looking the part. So I put a lot into that. But so I guess we do that. John Jones as well. Is there 4 people on Mount Rushmore?
4 people.
There we go. There it is.
Max, what about you? You agree completely?
I go John Jones, GSP, Anderson Silva. Oh, man, I don't know if you need a woman up there or not. If I put a woman, I'd put Nunes up there.
Have to be Nunes if you put anybody up there.
Yeah. I'll put Nunes up there because I'm not sure about the Khabib thing. Although he is one of the greatest,
his inactivity, right? I mean, that was the thing for me. I think that Khabib is definitely the greatest, but fight 3 times a year over a 4 or 5 year period and see if you can come out of that undefeated.
And then
obviously what he did was great, but it was Khabib's great, but that's my Mount Rushmore.
Left a lot on the table. Left a lot on the table,
For sure. So we got Max. Who do we have? You said GSP, Anderson Silva, John Jones,
and Nunes.
That's it. Those are both great Mount Rushmores, 100%. So getting back into sports card talk, Matt, I just want to ask you, what's your absolutely favorite UFC card in your collection? Like I said, I know you do all sports, but UFC wise, out of the whole collection,
my favorite card in my collection, it's probably I've got 2 zebra octagon sides, one graded PSA 9, one graded PSA 10. So those are my favorite. If I was going to display a card of mine, it would be the zebra octagon side. 100%. So that's probably my favorite. But I also have a Poirier first autograph that I got pretty good deal on from a fan, somebody who knew I collected. So that's another one that I really like.
That's so awesome. So
the animals are sick, dude.
The animal prints, especially in the first year of Select, they were more short print than they are now. So getting a rookie, because your rookie was in 2021 Select, and it being Octagon side zebra is extremely rare.
Crushing.
Yeah, I've got 2 of them. I also have same one, the Octagon side. I've got the gold parallels. I've got 2 of them, and I also own the NFT of the same serial numbered card. So I think I have 3 and 6, and it's a physical form, and I have 3 and 6 in the NFT form, all by luck. I didn't mean to do it. It just happened to happen that way. So yeah,
that's kind of crazy, man. So Max, like I said, we talked a little bit about Immaculate on the last time you were on, but it wasn't out yet. Now that it's out, we talked about it at the beginning of the episode. The 1 of 1 got hit. The Marks of Greatness 1 of 1 got hit today. But I also saw that the acetate out of 6, I think it did $200, and then the acetate green out of 5 did $220 the other day. How does that feel to see your cards going for that much? It's got to be pretty surreal.
Yeah, there's a gold right now too going on. It's cool, man.
I've been show bidding them all.
Well, we wait. Well, hey, that's how you win them right on eBay, right? You got. I don't want to tell people the secrets to win the bids, but keep kind of quiet. But yeah,
I feel like all my pride when people realized that I collected too, I felt like everybody started show bidding my stuff because it started going for way more than I was paying for it originally. But yeah, that's just a joke.
it's lame, right? No, what? But when people know you collect, these fools are trying to gouge me on these one wins. Like, well,
you guys are getting to my questions before I can even get to my next question. Is literally, now that you guys are into collecting and you're in the space, like, do people treat you differently when you try to obtain your own cards? I know Max told us a story last time, like he just brought up, but like, does it happen more often than people would think now?
I think that especially early on, it felt like maybe guys didn't take me because I was just another guy flying in, trying to just scoop up my cards. But over time, even kids that reached out to me, like I had a guy I was trying to make a deal for a gold rookie of mine, and the guy like wanted tickets to a fight, and it was just like. Man, I mean, I offered him PSA 10, Justin Herbert. It was like a base, but I offered him a fair deal. And then he was like, "What about tickets?" And then I just stopped responding. That guy later came around and he was like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I was new. I was kind of new in the space and really didn't know how to act. So I apologize." And he ended up just sending me the card. So I think just with anything, there's like a growth. You have to learn how to communicate. You have to learn the ins and outs of it. And then after that, like, yeah, there are always bad actors, but I just don't deal with them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's guys that in Michigan, that some guy that hit that just wants to give it to you, and then there's a guy that wants 1,500 for a 101 and tickets. Like Matt was saying, like, couldn't I want 2 tickets? Like, are you kidding me?
For sure, yeah.
And it would be different if we got 20 tickets a fight. Then I could, 2 tickets can go your way, but we get like 4 for our family, and then anything else we got to pay for. So,
yeah.
No, I think just like Matt, you'll have bad actors, but for the most part, and some of these guys are so cool, so much that like I almost feel bad that I can't give them more of my attention. But I mean, I really enjoy the community. I'm going to the Dallas Card Show this weekend. There's one coming up in Houston too, Max. And if you want to come through, I'm a Houston guy. I live here, and we'll treat you nice. So
when is that?
I've been. It's the 25th and 26th, I think. I'd have to look at a calendar to tell you for sure. But yeah, come through, come train. Do the whole thing. Yeah, you can come bounce around a little bit. We'll hit some card shows. I really think this is a great space for fighters, especially guys who are somewhat into it. Because for me, especially like I control the market of my card. I have so many of my cards, like I control the market of it, and people they'll come up to you and they want a card and honestly, like I was getting all these cards through breaks. I was probably paying about a quarter a piece for each card, and then to throw your autograph on it, and like you don't have to gouge these guys. I'm not charging like $60 an autograph, but people truly enjoy it, appreciate it. They enjoy the interaction, and for me, this has been such a blessing to my life, just finding this hobby and becoming a part of it.
100%.
Agree. The community's nice. They're real fans.
Yeah.
It's Matt, the UFC fans are a lot of shit, man.
Fickle.
We have the worst fans in the world, You win a fight, you're the best, you lose a fight, you suck and they hate you, They're so temperamental. But the card guys, I mean, they'll talk shit about you losing value or something like card, but
they become invested in you, and legitimately. And I the guys that are collectors of mine, they root for me, even if I lose too. They're not like, man, fuck that guy. My cards. They'll message me and be like, hey, man, get him next time.
100%.
And I appreciate that because in the cards you actually have to put money. You literally become invested financially, but I think you kind of tap into these guys a little more root for him a little more. And I've had nothing but really great positive interactions through the card community. I think it makes me move the needle a little more too, because these guys tune in. They're nerds.
They
They're
spend
before
money.
they
They
yeah.
spend money too. They're real fans that will they'll respond, they'll comment, they'll send you a message. You're active or not. Those like mealy mouth kind of.
And they'll go out of their way to, like, we have memorabilia for sale and we get a percentage of it. Like my memorabilia sells now, and it didn't always, and it does. And not because I'm not out here like trying, but people see me in this community. They see me and they hopefully think that I'm genuine in what I'm doing, and I think they gravitate towards it. And it's been good. It's been great. It's been a different way to reach fans, and I've really enjoyed it.
100%. Kind of backing off of that, with the whole values and losing value and gaining value. Since you guys are in the hobby, you guys see what's going on with the market and stuff. So, like with rookies that are highly invested in from last year's class, are there any specific guys that you think outright are the best rookies to look at, or maybe veer away? Maybe they're hype trains. What do you guys think? I mean, we had big names like Umar, Ilya, Shavkat, Patty, of course, Ian Gary. Is there any?
My guy's
outrights?
Ilya Taporia. I was going after Taporia as soon as I saw that he was in the set, and I've stacked a decent amount of Taporia, and I'll probably be roaming these card shows here, trying to see if I can get a decent price for him. But I think we all know Patty the Batty. He was going to be the guy that took off quick, and I think that, not that I don't like Patty, and I think he's great for the sport. I just do think that he has a ceiling as far as, is he going to be the champion of the world? I haven't seen the skill set yet. But yeah, I think Ilya is a sleeper. Evsar, the French, is he a French kid? That's another guy that I feel like kind of flies under the radar a little bit, somebody that I would look into. And then I'm sure there's other ones who are going to. Max Payne Griffin, rated rookie. I got me one.
Sir.
I've got a couple of them now, honestly. After I knew I was going to do this, I was like, oh, I wonder how much Max Griffin I've got. I've got a little bit. I think I've got a silver rated rookie too.
For sure. Max, what do you think? Like I said, it's kind of weird because these guys are like technically like true rookies. With you, you've been around longer. That's what's different.
Yeah.
Like, your rookies in their class.
Rookie.
Yeah, exactly.
You're rookie, baby.
Same thing. I was a 31-year-old rookie, but whatever.
You're a rookie? I guess. I'll take it. I mean, well, Shavkat, doing big things. I like that last fight with Neil, but I liked him showing that he was human, getting hurt, smiling. Mm-hmm. We haven't seen any of that.
100%. Yeah. Shavkat that last fight was crazy. I mean, I think me and Max were talking about it, and that's exactly what Max told me. He looked human, and that was nice to see for sure.
I really thought that Jeff was going to get it done. I'm a Fortis guy. I come from that room, and I haven't been around here recently because I've been nursing some injuries and just doing some maintenance work on my own. But I just felt like with the weight miss, not to
he had him.
He had him.
Yeah, he had him in the third. He had him in the therd, dude. He had him.
I think if Jeff shows up a little more focused with all his ducks in a row, I think he can get it done. And
100%.
So
I think everybody knew, even though Shavkat has that hype train behind him, I think everybody knew Jeff was going to be it is his biggest test in his career so far, but it's probably going to be looked back at in the future for a long time, that fight, because Jeff, man, dude's a warrior. Dude is a warrior, man.
He's a threat. Physical. I got my 3 ready to show off. I don't know if y'all are ready.
Yeah, let me ask one more question, because I want to see. This is kind of an interesting question. I want to see what you guys have to say, and then we'll round out, show the 3. But going back to Immaculate, they put dual autographs in this year's Immaculate. So 2 fighters on the same card. I'll ask Max first. If Panini came to you and said, you get to pick the other half of your dual autograph, who would you want to be on the other half of your dual auto?
Carlos Condit.
That'd be sick. That would be sick. And then what about you, Matt? What do you think?
I guess for me, there could only be one answer. It'd have to be me and Sue. I think
Yeah,
that's
that
a
would be.
classic fight.
And
Yeah.
both of those cards would be so collected because both of those fights were
Those are fights
historical,
that'll
man.
stand the test of time. Yeah.
Amazing fights. And I think that would be awesome because like they've got GSP versus BJ Penn as a dual auto this year. They've got Tito and Chuck. So I think it only makes sense. I mean, if Panini is listening, maybe include those next year. I think that'd be super sick. So let's see. Let's do the first round. You guys rip through the boxes. I know you guys are itching to get into them. So I got, let's see the first round, Max and Matt, your first round cards.
All right. My first round, I'm going to go with the Zhang Weilei red, numbered 70 out of 199. I
Sweet.
just, obviously, big name. I like the color parallels of the optic, and I'm surprised. I got a lot of color here. I got 3 color parallels in this box, so
Nice.
not bad. That's my first round. Zhang
Max,
Weilei.
who's your first round?
I'll go Peter Yan
Nice.
Dominators out of 49.
Yeah, the
He's fighting
inserts
this
are.
weekend. He's fighting this weekend, man. What y'all think
Scrap.
about
Let's
that?
go.
It's gonna be a good fight. It's definitely an interesting stylistic matchup, in my opinion. I mean, both guys, they're both dogs, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, to be completely honest.
Yeah, it's a coin toss. I can't call it. I would like to see Jan bounce back, though. I like Duval Shali. I like him. He's a good guy. Fun to watch fight. I like his style, but I'd like to see Jan bounce back and be a part of that title mix still for a little bit.
100%. Have you guys seen Merab's auto and
I heard it changed.
Chronicles?
I heard it changed. Someone was telling me. Someone was saying it changed.
He actually changed it, and this is what it looks like in the first product he ever signed in. It's all capital letters, and then I don't have he changed it in immaculate. It's just like an M and then an E, and then he like scribbled a little bit. So it's not the all capital letters anymore. It's more of a signature.
He probably got tired of signing all those capital letters. I understand.
Exactly. So second round. Let's see the second round.
All right, round 2, I'm going with I got a blue Michael
Nice.
Chandler, and that's number 97 out of 99.
Returning for the Ultimate Fighter against Connor. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's pretty dope. My one of one was sitting on eBay for months and months and months.
Gone
Nobody
instantly.
wanted it. And then as soon as they announced that, I get so much activity, people wanting that card, and sold. So yeah, very cool. I'm excited.
100%. Max, what we got for round 2?
You have a shot on Matt at a 49.
Yeah,
that's gold.
The orange are low
orange
numbers.
Oh man, yeah, nice Sean O'Malley.
That's awesome. Big fan favorite, heavily collected.
Sean O'Malley is like my guilty pleasure. I feel like I shouldn't like him, but I do. I'm actually a huge fan. Root for him, collect his cards too.
Yeah, he's heavily collected. So it's an awesome pool. So Matt, we're finishing round 3. We got to finish strong, you guys. Let's see what we got.
Round 3's got to be the Calvin Cater.
Hey, case hit, baby.
Case hit.
Case hit. That's the one. That's the
great fighter, exciting fighter. Another guy who's a dog, absolute dog.
Calvin Cater's a homie. He's a good dude. I think he's recovering off his knee surgery.
Love the way he fights too. Such a scrapper.
Yes. So Max, third round. What are we finishing with?
Last one. We're finishing off with that Usman that we pulled.
Red.
Out of 49, right? Yeah.
It's weird that it's red though. It trips me out.
You don't like the red?
No, I do, but the 49ers are blue.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, my mind's like.
So Usman returning too. What do you guys think about that coming up? In the 0-2, right?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Leon obviously had a pretty strong first round. I just think that the altitude definitely played a part in how things went. But that being said, Kamaru is been dominant. Has the great. I'm hoping Leon gets it done again. To be perfectly honest, just to keep new blood out there.
That's your division, Max. What do you think?
I was when you see the guys win the title, it's they get like a new form, so with the confidence and something different happens. So I think Leon, although like Matt said, he's winning the first and then one at the end, was losing. I feel like he was losing after that.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude does have Trevor Whitman on his side, and he's real smart with it. So,
They'll make
he's going to try to wrestle.
You think he's going to wrestle?
Probably, yeah. He should.
The only one to officially take down Usman, so it's definitely a possibility.
He should.
So, like I said, we'll let the viewers decide who will be crowned the first ever box battle champion on Cards of the Octagon. I think it's going to be close. I mean, both of you guys, Matt hit the case.
Pretty close boxes.
Yeah, good numbers, good colors coming out of the boxes too. Optics usually kind of a hit or miss with color, and you guys both did very, very well with the boxes, I feel like.
Yeah, I think you didn't got to add these up for the title, like
for sure.
Look at all
like a photo finish, like a photo finish.
For sure, yeah. Both of you guys send me a picture of what you guys hit. I'll post them on the Instagram. I'll get you guys tagged, and then we'll see. We'll tally the votes, and then I'll make a post, and we'll see who gets crowned the first ever, like I said, Cards of the Octagon box battle champion. To finish us off, I just want to say again, I appreciate both of you guys for coming on, talking with me, ripping. I knew this was going to be awesome for the hobby, and I think everybody's going to love watching this. We'll start with Max. Max, you got anything you want to shout out, tell the people?
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. I got some stuff coming soon. I'm gonna start breaking. So got some big things popping. I've been working on it for a while, and it just was such a whole lot to do, But now we're fade out of the way. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Also trying to look the fight in May. So stay tuned.
Yeah, I was hoping you were gonna break some fight news for us there, Max.
I know.
It's a little hint. Little hint.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hey, cool that you're gonna start breaking. I'll definitely love to be a part of it and come through, check out some of the breaks. But yeah, shout out everybody. Thank y'all for the continued support. Love the card community. Hopefully I'll be getting more involved here over the next little bit. When they put me back in the checklist, you'll see me kind of roaming through the chats and getting back into it a little bit. Fight news for me, probably not going to fight until the summertime. I'm just having some small things done. Maybe some, fingers crossed, maybe get shot up with some stem cells here before too long. And then we'll be back out there soon. But everything's good here. Got my baby boys happy and healthy.
Yes, congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Man.
All is well. Shout out to everybody for the support. Max, hit me up, man. Let's make something happen. We'll go and hit some card shows. And yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, so thank you guys again. That was, like I said, the first ever Cards of the Octagon box battle. I'll let you guys decide who won. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.
So, peace.